Playmats. Years ago, these 24 by 13.5 inch showcases of Magic the Gathering artwork didn't really even exist. Nowadays, they're synonymous with Magic as sleeves, dice, and even deck boxes. But what's the process behind making one of Magic's most popular items? And how is Ultra Pro able to make more than 500,000 of them per year? In the year 2017, every level of Magic tournament is filled with playmats, and the fine folks at Ultra Pro have been printing off these collectibles for almost a decade. Today, we're going to follow the production process of a playmat from start to finish. The art of the mat being made is a basic mountain from Amonkhet, drawn by the very talented Jonas Dero.
I'm Cedric Phillips, I'm an Ultra Pro, and this is how playmats are made.
The process starts when a tournament organizer like Cascade Games books an event. Then, Wizards of the Coast selects the playmat art based on the timing and needs of the event. Next, Ultra Pro hands the art file to one of their skilled graphic designers to crop the art so that it best fits the playmat. Cropping takes place to ensure not only that the art fits, but also to make sure that the relevant parts of the art are front and center. Next is the addition of the logos. Logo placement is tricky, as it's important to make sure that they don't overshadow the beautiful art. The final step is the coloring process. During this stage, the graphic designer's goal is to have the shading on the playmat come as close as possible to the original art. This is a lengthy process that requires numerous attempts with multiple changes to the color and shading to get it as close to the original as possible. With cropping, logo placement, and coloring complete, a proof of the playmat is sent for final approval. Assuming no edits are requested and the artwork is approved, it's time to send the art to the factory for production. The industrial printers in the production area are able to print 3 copies of the playmat at a time. With a room full of printers working at all times of production, there's always something happening. Here, the production lead makes sure that the printers have plenty of paper and ink, as well as occasionally checking the prints themselves to make sure there are no errors in the printing process. Once the art is printed, the production lead will bring over stacks of the printed image to the heat transfer machines in the next room. There are 2 types of heat transfer machines used in mass production at Ultra Pro, the Shuttle Press and the Calendar Press. For the Shuttle Press, the operator lays out 3 blank playmats onto what Ultra Pro calls the Shuttle, a 400-degree sublimation press that uses heat to transfer the art onto each playmat. Next, the operator lays the artwork carefully onto the blank playmats for pressing. Then, the 3 blank playmats endure a minute of sublimation to transfer the art to the playmat. Finally, the freshly printed playmats are removed from the shuttle and placed on cooling racks for about 15 minutes. For the Calendar Press, the process requires rolls of the printed image to be loaded onto a slowly moving press that rolls the image out onto the rubber mats. In this process, the operator again lays the artwork carefully onto the blank playmats for pressing, but this time, the art is slowly rolled at 375 degrees onto the blank playmats instead of enduring a sublimation. Finally, the freshly printed playmats are removed from the calendar press and placed on cooling racks for cooling. After the playmats cool, they're stacked in counts of 50, carted away via metal carts, and delivered to the packing department. There, the playmats are neatly stacked and are diligently checked for any blemishes or mistakes that production may have missed. Then, the playmats are counted and stacked neatly so that the mats fit in the boxes without any creases or folds. Any playmats that do not meet Ultra Pro's incredibly high standards are accounted for, set aside to be destroyed, and reprinted by the production team. 5 to 6 people see and touch each playmat from beginning to end, so it's extremely rare for an Ultra Pro playmat to go out the door incorrectly. With the playmats ready to be shipped, it's time to break out the heavy machinery. Forklifts are used to pick up the packed pallets from production and take them to get plastic wrapped and marked for shipping. Once the pallets of boxes are thoroughly packed and inspected, the pallet makes its way on the back of a truck to start its journey to gaming stores or events near you. This particular series of Playmats are off the DreamHack Austin 2017. Hopefully, we'll see you there.